Got the Chiappa little badger here, and dove season is over. Hunting season for doves is over, but we've got one here on the compound. I'm going to double tap him. Don't tell anybody. The key to a good double tap is trigger control, recoil control, follow-up shot, all that good stuff. None of which is a factor with this, right? Yes, we have the little badger. Let's go ahead and look at it. And look at what the heck we have. You've probably seen these in gun shops. I've seen them for, what, about a year and a half. They've been around in three different calibers. It's an interesting little firearm. John and I have been shooting it, and well, I started to say it looks like a toy, or especially in my hands, a piece of junk, you might even say. But it seems to be well made. It seems to be fairly good quality. There's nothing about it, excuse me, I have determined yet to think, wow, what a cheap piece of junk or something. It's kind of interesting, and the way it is made. And as you see, you have, let me shoot another shot here. Oh, I have some ammo right here. Look at that. How's that? Well, I'm combat ready, right? Let's try something. Let me put my ears on. We do have a little velocity here. Let's see if it'll break a 2-liter. I think so. We're talking 2,500 feet per second. Okay, so that's trucking. That is trucking. And that's one of the reasons this is fairly, or this round, the 17 HMR is so popular. I mean, it seems to be. We've had a lot of requests to do something in this cartridge, and I've had requests to do this, so we're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Oh, no, we killed 1 bird with 2 stones. Yeah, that's what we did, 2 bullets. But it's an interesting little gun, and it's an interesting cartridge. Very small caliber. The cowboy's hard to steal. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot him. Yeah, it's going so fast, even though it's a small bullet and very light, 17 grains, it still does some damage to regular steel, we've discovered. Okay, it actually pockmarks it. All right, now the cowboy is relatively hardened steel, so I think he's okay. But that's amazing, isn't it? A little bitty bullet like that, a rim fire going that fast. What it is, if you don't know, I'm not an expert in it myself. We've got some CCI, some Federal, and Hornady VMAX, but it's I didn't bring out a 22 Magnum round, should have. But it's basically a 22 Magnum round necked down to 17 caliber. That's what it is. So you have basically the same cartridge, again, neck down with just a smaller bullet, 17.17. That is very, very small. You think a 22 is small, this cranks it on down. Let's put another one in there. This one, where did I pull this out? This is a Federal. And most of those, see, 2 of those show velocities of, I think, 25, 50 or something. The VMAX, that doesn't have it listed. It's probably somewhere in that vicinity. Let's see what it'll do to a pot. I'm gonna shoot the big one. Might not do much. That smoked it. Look at that smoke coming out of it. It put a hole in it. Although we have seen some powerful rounds do just that, haven't we? Even I believe a 5.56 sometimes. It'll just put a hole in one. There we go. And then it takes another one to finish it off. This is it's kind of fun. Got my ammo right here. I'm ready to go. Like I said, combat ready. So you see how it works, of course. It just breaks down. And it is really hard to do a double tap with it because it's single shot. There are people who can probably do that with one, but it'd be pretty difficult. Simple in design. You do have, it's not just like the simplest, cheapest thing thrown together, though. You don't get that impression because you got adjustable sights, both elevation and windage. In some ways, it's like the old, I don't know, I'm on carbine or .3 Springfield sight or A3. You got that same sliding arrangement there, and then you got your crank there to do windage. The windage seems to be on okay, as best I can tell at this point. I adjusted the windage significantly because it was shooting really high, so I slid that on down. They're kind of a mixture of polymer there, they're not made out of silver or gold or anything. And the front sight looks like a mixture of polymer. Let's see, make sure we're empty. And you have a little cover there, a plastic cover, because it is threaded. So if you wanted to put a suppressor on it, you could do that and do some machine gunning. You'll probably, and you got your quad rail, of course, because you'll probably want to put an ACOG on that or an EOTech, don't you think? Let's shoot another one. All right. Who wants? I'll just put it on the gong, see if we can hit it. Oh man, it hit it and got there fast, didn't it? Well, I'll just use these up while I'm right there with them. It was there about the time I pulled the trigger. Where do I put them? Where do I put them? Put them in my pocket. I'm gonna do that again. As soon as I pull the trigger, boom, it's there. I better not shoot too much. It's probably putting little dings in it because it's not hardened steel. I might put one on that red plate, see if I can hit it. I think if I hold low on it, I can do it. Yeah, popped it. Nifty little gun. I guess it would be interesting to bench rest it with some kind of optic on it and just see, how accurate it might be. As I understand, they're pretty accurate. And the stock, now you're probably wondering, how in the world can John or I shoot this little thing? Because it folds up to, I think, 18 inches. But even when it's open, it's not that big. And look at that stock. But, actually, I was pleasantly surprised because I put that in my shoulder. And I'm sure it looks like a little baby toy for sure, but I can see the sights just fine. I can get my face, the contour of it allows me to get my face down far enough, and it's got a nice little peep sight, a ghost ring. It's really not a problem to shoot the thing, as small as it is. I did move the stock out a little bit. It's adjustable. And I read the directions. You loosen these screws on the side. They're those Torx screws, which I hate. Loosen that one first. I think it said 3 turns, and then this one 3 turns or 2.5 or something. I read the directions. Then I couldn't get it out. I struggled with it, to tell you the truth. But I just kept loosening them, and I finally, torqued it enough to I got it to pull out some, and then just tighten it back up. It's really not that big a problem if you're not a klutz like I am, I guess. But I got it out a little bit, and that helps a little. But actually, when I first got it and it wasn't out, same thing. I could just put it up here and take a shot. I'll tell you something else about this stupid thing. It's got a good trigger. John and I are kind of amazed because it's got a really nice trigger, and that's one reason I think I can shoot it. Because you get it up there, and I know it looks awkward. It's not as awkward as it looks. And I mean, I will pull an empty chamber. It's a 22. It's not good to dry fire it a lot, but the trigger is really nice. The sights are really nice. So for something that somebody in the design team of this thing did a little bit of thinking. So look, let's make some little collapsible backpacking, plinker, survival, hunting, single shot rifle, whatever they want to call it. But let's put a good trigger in it. Let's put some good sights on it. Somebody on the team had the sense to bring that up. So thankfully. What about it? Okay, like I said, you got your quad rails there, and you got a little rail here. As I understand, there's a pistol grip that is available that you can attach right there. So then you've got a combat weapon for sure with a pistol grip, right? And like I say, the stock's adjustable. I think you can store extra rounds right there. Yeah. And what else about it? Of course, you've been watching me. The lever there, you just pull on that, it opens up. It's got trigger safeties and hammer safeties and all that. What else? Seems to lock up tightly. So I don't know. The biggest criticism of the thing would be just the size of it, or the looks of it, or you just have no need for it, or the cartridge or something. But for actually what it is, it's a bit of a surprise. I'll have to say it's pretty neat.